The revelation of a fake CDC vaccine safety website linked to the anti-vaccine organization once led by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is a disturbing example of how misinformation continues to infiltrate public health discussions. This fraudulent site, designed to mimic an official government page, represents a serious escalation in the ongoing battle between science and the spread of dangerous pseudoscience. The implications are deeply troubling, not only because of the potential harm to public trust in vaccines, but also because of the timing, amid a worsening measles outbreak fueled by declining vaccination rates. The fraudulent website, which was discovered by public health researcher Rosalie Lee, was an almost perfect replica of the actual CDC vaccine safety page, using official-looking fonts, formats, and even real CDC social media links. However, the content was insidiously altered to promote false claims, particularly the long-debunked notion that vaccines cause autism. The deception was sophisticated enough that an unsuspecting visitor could easily mistake it for an official source. The fact that it was hosted by Children's Health Defense, CHD, an organization with a well-documented history of promoting anti-vaccine propaganda, adds another layer of alarm. CHD was led by Kennedy until his 2023 presidential run, and its continued involvement in these deceptive tactics raises serious questions about its role in undermining public health efforts. While the site was taken down after media exposure and intervention from the Department of Health and Human Services, the damage may have already been done. The existence of such a site suggests that anti-vaccine organizations are becoming more aggressive and more sophisticated in their tactics. This is not just a case of misleading blog posts or social media campaigns. It is an attempt to weaponize the authority of public health institutions by creating nearly indistinguishable copies of official resources. This kind of digital deception can be incredibly effective, especially for individuals already hesitant about vaccines. If even a small fraction of visitors to the fake site were swayed by its false claims, the consequences could be significant. The timing of this deception could not be worse. The United States is currently experiencing one of its worst measles outbreaks in recent years, with 378 reported cases across 17 states. This number has already surpassed the total measles cases for all of 2024, and public health officials are warning that the outbreak could persist for an extended period if not properly contained. Measles is a highly contagious disease, and its resurgence is directly linked to declining vaccination rates driven by misinformation and fearmongering. The fraudulent CDC site, which promoted anti-vaccine narratives, could have further discouraged hesitant parents from immunizing their children, exacerbating the spread of the disease. What makes this situation even more alarming is the fact that Kennedy himself has ordered a reevaluation of the supposed link between vaccines and autism, a conspiracy theory that has been repeatedly debunked by scientific research. The fact that the CDC, under his directive, is now revisiting this issue is deeply concerning. It signals a potential shift in government resources away from genuine public health priorities and toward placating conspiracy-driven narratives. This not only undermines the credibility of the CDC, but also creates a dangerous precedent where political influence can distort scientific consensus. Beyond the immediate issue of the fake website, this incident highlights the growing challenge of combating medical misinformation. While social media platforms and fact-checking organizations have made efforts to curb the spread of false health claims, this event shows that anti-vaccine groups are adapting their strategies. By creating official-looking websites that mimic trusted institutions, they are bypassing traditional fact-checking mechanisms and directly misleading the public. If this tactic is not addressed, it could lead to even more sophisticated efforts to spread misinformation under the guise of legitimate public health messaging. The removal of the fake site does not undo the potential damage caused. Anyone who visited it and absorbed its false information may now carry that misinformation forward, sharing it with others or making decisions about their health based on outright deception. This is the real danger of these tactics. Even if a fraudulent site is exposed and shut down, the disinformation it spreads can persist and influence public perception long after the website itself is gone. This situation should serve as a wake-up call. If anti-vaccine organizations are willing to go so far as to fabricate a government website to spread their agenda, there is no telling what they might do next. Stronger regulatory action is needed to prevent similar incidents in the future. Digital platforms and domain registrars should implement stricter policies to identify and remove fraudulent sites before they gain traction. Public health agencies must also take proactive steps to counter these tactics, including increasing transparency about their official online presence and educating the public on how to recognize fake health information. The public should remain vigilant against misinformation, especially when it comes to health-related topics. If something seems questionable or contradicts well-established medical advice, it is essential to verify the information through trusted sources. In an era where digital deception is becoming more sophisticated, critical thinking and media literacy are more important than ever. The fight against misinformation is not just about protecting individual health choices, it is about safeguarding public health as a whole.